economy. So what do you mean by a free market? So this is one where the laws, sa supply and demand, provide the sole basis for economic or economy, or what we call the economic system, and without government intervention. And again, so when we say a free market, this is one without government intervention and also regulation. And in a purely free market, so the buyers and also the sellers arrives at prices based on the supply and also demand. Okay, so that is a free market economy. And then how about the command economy? So when we say command economy, that is an economy which is in which production, investment, prices, and incomes are determined centrally by the government. Yung free market economy, hindi siya under the government. Okay? But the command economy under siya ng government. And then the last is the mixed economy. This is an economic system that accepts both private businesses and also nationalized government services, like for example, public utilities, safety, military, welfare, and also education. And a mixed economy also promotes some form of regulation, okay, to protect the public and also the environment and the interests of the state. So that is the three main types of economy. Again, so what do you mean by economy? So when we say economy again, this is the process or a system by which goods and services are produced, okay, sold and bought in a country or a region. And this is also a system that involves how people produce, okay, distribute and consume the goods and services. And it is also a complex system that determines how resources are allocated among people and what goods and services are available. So that is what we call economy. So why we study economy? Bakit nga ba? Bakit natin ito pinag-aaralan? So first is to deal with the economic process, to understand the economy or economic system and economic function, and gives knowledge to know the political problem and also or political problem that affect us, and also give knowledge to the government how to frame the budget and helps labor leaders to solve the labor problems. Okay, so bukod dito, okay, ano pa ba yung bakit natin pinag-aaralan yung economy? Ano bang rason? You know that economy has a big impact, has a big influence in our country. Kasi kapag wala dito, gaya ng mga investors natin, paano tayo mag-provide? Paano, at the same time, dagdag trabaho din sila sa atin, di ba? So, meron tayong dagdag trabaho, dagdag kita din. Okay? So, pasensya na sa background ko, guys. Ang iingay. Okay. So, could you please open your camera, guys? Mag-picture lang po ako. Okay. For documentation to, guys. Sige na. Open it, lalo din nasa stage, ha. Ayan, thank you so much. Okay lang. Thank you dun sa mga naka-uniform until the end. Okay, thank you so much. Galarpe, paki-open, Karekamo, Manalo, Kumandaw, yan. Kasi nasa stage kayo. Kasi pag minove ko, sino ba yung mga naka-on cam dito? Wait lang. Galarpe, palitan kita, Galarpe. Okay, pero bagitan, paki-open, piliin nyo. Ayan, pinasok ko kayo dyan para tanggalin ko yung mga hindi naka-on cam. Kaso mawawala naman. Kumandaw and Manalo, please. Pa-open ako ng camera. Ito lang. After that, close na ulit. Magpipicture lang po. Okay, smile, ha? Okay. Akala kung anong gagawin. Pakibukas. Ayan, smile. Sorry, tampo, bakit naka yung bibig? Tanggalin mo yung kamay mo sa bibig. Yan. Okay, smile kayo po. Okay. Ang tagal oh wait, another, ayun, okay na. Sige po, thank you so much. Ito si Francisco. Sige na, thank you so much po. Okay, sige, pwede na mag-close ka. Okay, so why we study first is for research application, kung bakit natin yan pinag-aaralan. So we all know that economic. We studied economic because it helps us understand, okay, how people, businesses, government, and also societies makes choices, okay, and allocating scarce resource to satisfy the needs and also the wants. Magkaiba yung needs natin at wants natin, okay? And then this understanding has a crucial, or this is crucial, okay? Why? Because resources such as money, the time, labor, and natural assets are limited, while the human desires are virtually unlimited. Okay. So first is, yung sabi ko nga kanina, is the resource allocation. When we say resource allocation, in terms of economics, so it's provide tools to analyze how resources are distributed and also used efficiently to maximize the benefits for individuals and also society. Second is decision making. Okay, it helps individuals and organization makes informed decisions by analyzing the cost and also benefits and trade-offs. Yan. Pag sinabi another reason why we study economic is understanding markets. So understanding or studying rather the economics explains how markets operate and how prices are determined, and also how supply and demand influences the what we call economic activities. Okay, then we have the policy making. So governments use economic principles to design policies that addresses issues like, for example, inflation, unemployment, poverty, and also environmental sustainability. Okay, so another reason is improving living standards. So what do you mean by that? So economics example, how wealth and resources can be distributed is to improve the quality of life and also reduce inequalities. Okay, next is the global perspective. So when we say global perspective, it offers insights, okay, into how countries interact through trade, through finance, and also international cooperation, especially in a globalized world. Importante yan, di ba, yung import-export natin, at the same time, yung pagbibigay nila ng yung dagdag work sa atin, yan, o job creation, yan. Then another reason is problem solving. So, di ba, nag-analyze tayo ng mga economic data. So, by analyzing economic data and also trends, individuals and societies can anticipate and solve challenges such as economic downturns, resource scarcity, or technological disruption. Okay, and then the last is the career opportunities. So we all know that a foundation in economics prepares individuals for careers in diverse fields, okay, such as business, okay, government, research, and also education. So in essence, economics helps us make a sense of how the world works and also equips us to make better choices and resource contained environment. Okay, constrained environment rather. Tingnan ko nga kung may nadagdag. 23 kanina eh. O, 31. So, nadadagdagan. Huwag lang yung paunti. Okay? So, that is the reason why we study economy. Okay, next we proceed to what we call economic system. Okay. So, the way a nation make choices, and these choices involve how the nation will use its resources to produce and distribute goods and services. So, what do you mean by economic system? So, when we say economic system, so this is a method, okay, for organizing and distributing resources, the goods, and also services within a society. And it is also regulates the factors of productions. What are those? That is the land, the labor, and also the capital and physical resources. Kasama din yun. Yan yung mga factors natin of production. And when we say economic system, this is economic system answers three basic questions. What are those questions? First is what will be produced and how it will be produced and how will be the output be distributed. So later po sasagutin natin itong three basic questions na to. Okay? And then So nabanggit ko kanina, factors of production na tinatawag nating economic system. So first we have the land. Okay, isa-isahin natin. So what do you mean by land? When we say land, this is a factor of production that includes the natural resources and also geographic locations that are used to create goods and services. Sorry po. Okay. And what are those land na tinatawag natin? So sabi nga natin includes the natural resources. What are those natural resources? So includes the minerals, the forest stocks, the water, the soil, and the solar energy. And then we have also the geographic locations. So syempre includes the specific geographical locations, and also the resources includes the atmospheric quality, the geostationary orbits, and also portions of electromagnetic spectrum. So that is the land. Next, another factors of production is the labor. Okay, so this is the physical and mental work people to do produce goods and also services. So meron tayong tinatawag na labor economics. So labor economics is the study of labor which helps economists understand employers' hiring and also wage decisions as well as the effects of unemployment to economy. Okay? Ayan. So that is labor. Ang problema kasi dito sa bansa natin, ang daming graduates, but then wala namang particular na work para sa kanila. So marami ring tambay, 'di ba? Kasi nga wala silang nakukuhang work kasi nga kukunti yung tumatanggap ng fresh grad. Swerte-swerte mo na lang kung matanggap ka. Kalimitan din dito sa bansa natin, even though you are graduated, okay, in 4-year course or 6-year course, hindi mo napupuntahan yung particular course mo. Kalimitan saan? Lagi sa BTO or sa mga bangko o kaya naman ay call center agent. Diba nag-produce nagdagdag sa atin ng K-12. So, nagdagdag sila ng K-12 pero wala naman silang inilaan trabaho for them. So, yun nga mga graduate na, o sabihin natin yung mga tapos ng with highest degree, walang mahanap na trabaho. How about itong nasa tinatawag natin grade to 12? Diba kaya nga dinagdag ito para ginaya kasi yung Amerika na even though grade 12 pa lang sila, hindi pa sila tapos ng degree, pwede na silang magka-work. Kaso ano work ang ibibigay kung wala naman trabaho nakalaan? Diba? So that's it. So yun kasi yung problema natin sa bansa natin. Kulang tayo pagdating sa work. Okay? Next, we have the another types of economic system is capital. Okay, when we say capital, this is a broad term that describes the resources that used to create the value and economy. Okay, and the capital can be physical, financial, or intellectual property, and this is used also by the businesses to generate profit, to increase the revenue, and also maintain daily operations. So what are those types of capital? So sabi ko nga kanina is the physical capital. So when we say physical capital, includes the building, machinery, equipment, and other physical assets that can be used to increase productivity. Kaway-kaway nga kung andyan pa, sige nga, 2TM, o nadagdagan 2TM tuloy to RTP, yan. Thank you so much dun sa mga nag-respond, dun sa iba tulog siguro. Okay. Next, we have the financial capital. Thank you so much dun sa mga nag-raise ng hand. Okay, kita ko dito. Okay. So, yung mga financial capital includes the debt, the equity, and equity that accumulated by businesses to operate and also expand. Meron din tayong tinatawag na intellectual property. Ito yung patents and also trademarks. So, the capital is one of the four major of production. So, again, along with this, the land, the labor, and also entrepreneurship. And capital is different from land and also labor. Why? Because this is it is what we call artificial and mass created by humans. Kasi kung hindi ka magtatrabaho, wala kang kikitain. Diba? Wala kang bili ng pagkain kung hindi ka magtatrabaho. So, kumbaga, itong capital talagang created by humans. Okay? So, yan. And then the last, entrepreneurship. Okay. So, It means that, or it refers to the process of starting and launching business, and includes the willingness and ability to take the business, to take the risk on business. At iba yung mga sinusuong, okay? Yung business ay tinatawag nating mga entrepreneurs. So, sino to
Meron
mga
budget lane
entrepreneurs
dyan.
na to? There are the
SM na
individuals
sa
who
SM.
create or invest in businesses and are often seen as innovators, okay, who bring new ideas, who bring to the market, and they are responsible, okay, for managing businesses and taking on the most of the risk and enjoying most of. Minsan kaya kayo, kailangan mong itaya yung buhay. Minsan nagugulat ako, makakakuha ko yung hinahanap eh. Okay, so here is my question for you. So, ang tatawagin ko yung wala pang ano. Wait lang ha, may ginawa kasi kahapon si... Paano na ito?
Sakay na.
Kung si Villalba. So, hindi ko lang alam kung saan ko nailagay. Wait lang ha. Ito.
430.
Kasi meron akong... bakit wala? Wait lang guys, hahanap ako. Kasi may pinagawa ako kay Villalba eh. So, yung mga wala pang...
Bakit sandalo sa'yo?
Yung mga wala pang recitation, yun yung tatawag ko. Villalba, saan ko nailagay yun? Bakit wala? Halak ka. Okay, hanapin ko dito. Kasi meron siyang ginawa kahapon na mga list na tatawagin ko na hindi pa wala pang recitation. Wait lang ha. Ito. Yan. Okay. Siguro naman nakapaghanda na kayo. So again, okay na Villalba, nakita ko na, thank you so much. So here is my question. Okay? So why entrepreneurship is important in the economy? So tatawagin ko muna dito ba si Castillo? Kasi walang wala siyang, wala si Castillo. Tinawag ko, okay, andyan pala si Domingo. Kala ko kasi wala, hindi ka to kasi uma-attend eh. Nakita mo na yung grade mo, Domingo? Okay? So wala rin akong grade na ibibigay sa'yo, ha? Makipagkita ka sa akin. Kasi wala silang grade na binigay sa'yo, so wala rin akong grade na ibibigay sa'yo. Alright? Tama ba ako? Nakita mo ba yung grade mo?
Medical center meron.
Okay, sino pa?
Sakit po nakita.
Tingnan mo na, baka magulat ka. Kapag may sinesend doon sa GC, aware kayo dapat, ha? Hindi yung dead ma lang.
Nandun po sa Excel po.
Tapos sasabihin nyo na, ba't ganito yung grade ko? Abay, ang tinatanong hindi ako ang sarili, ha? Sige, check mo na. Okay? Baka mamaya mag-react ka. Galing yan
Nasa
sa
Excel
galing
po
yan
ba?
sa... Ay ba, i-check mo. Ako pa ba? Di hanapin mo doon. Tingnan mo kung saan nila inano. Alam ko pinicturean nila yon kahapon. Check mo doon sa GC. Mag-backread ka para malaman mo. Sino ba yung tinawag ko? Wait lang. Pinapiinit mo ulo ko. Okay, yan. Sige na. Tarika po. So here is my question is why entrepreneurship is important in the country. Recampo, go ahead.
Ang entrepreneurship po ay mahalaga dahil po ito ay nagdadala ng mga bagong ideya produkto or serbisyo po na pwedeng magpataas ng produktibidad. At pati na rin po yung customer satisfaction na nakakatulong pa ito sa paglago ng ekonomiya.
Okay. Lasa meron, sa Mateo. Kumain na tayo. Kumain.
Okay, so permission na rin po to off my camera kasi naglalag po ako. Oh my God, yun naman nangyayari. Mag-off na rin po ako ng camera ha kasi po naglalag po ako. I'm really sorry. Para po tuloy-tuloy tayo. Direct po, come again. I'm sorry. Sorry po. Proceed.
Mahalaga po ang entrepreneurship sa ekonomiya dahil ito po ay nagdadala ng mga bagong ideya,
Tarika po.
produkto. Hindi po barinig mo.
You're not audible po. Okay na, tarika. Hindi. Kasi umalis ako. Nag-refresh ako kasi nag-lag. Kaya nag-off na ako ng cam.
Okay lang.
Sige po.
Mahalaga po ang entrepreneurship sa ekonomiya dahil ito po ay nagdadala ng mga bagong ideya, produkto, or serbisyo pa na pwedeng magpataas ng produktibidad. Pati na customer satisfaction. Nakakatulong pa ito sa paglago ng ekonomiya.
Okay, so sige. Pwede na. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Tarika po, kamandaw. Go.
Narinig to ko, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay pa. Entrepreneurs often bring new products and services to market, driving technological advancement and efficiency. This can lead to increased productivity and competitive advantage for the economy.
Bakit naman?
I got to know MX straight through my mom. Niresearch ko talagang mabuti ito. Since then, I always make sure I have it in my bag.
Hindi nawawala, guys. Ha? Ako ba nawawala? Hello?
MX straight my
Guys, may ano ko, may audio ko. Hello po. Oh, ikaw na lang muna, Domingo. Proceed, Domingo.
Hello po.
Tulong bayan.
Proceed.
Ma.
Entrepreneurship gives chances to people to have jobs, and then it helps us pay for taxes, which makes the economy more progressive and stable, and then it also develops us as a community po.
Okay, sige. Aquino? Nasaan ka ba, Aquino? Ha? Nasaan ka ba? Okay. So, another set. Sino pa? Sino pa po? Paki-raise ng hand ha, nung mga sumagot para po malagyan ko. Okay. Sino yan? Si Komando daw. Sumagot na po yung mga hindi ko ha, para hindi na akong magtatawag. Okay? Yung alam nyo po na wala pa po kayong puntos kahit isa since prelim. Okay? Oh, another set. Last one.
Meron dyan, tulong bayan.
Okay? Taas ang kamay. Yung mga hindi pa po nakakasagot. Okay? Para mailagay ko. Tore Campo, okay na, nalagyan na kita. Wala? Okay. So, ako na then si Villalba, and then si nawala na si Villalba. Okay. Sino pa po ang gusto sumagot? Bukod kay OAP. Kay OAP tuloy. Kay OAP. Sino pa? Okay, Aquino. Sige. Sino pa? Oo nga, nawala ka eh. Okay, Villalba. Ano nangyari dito? Ba't nagkaganito na lahat? Okay, wait lang tayo. Okay, Aquino, Villalba, sorry naman. Okay, si Aldefonso and OAP. Okay, Aquino, go ahead. Sige po.
Hello, ma'am. So, yung entrepreneurs po kasi nakakahamon sa economic growth by creating businesses and pag-generate po ng income and stimulating demands for goods and services. So, yung method
Okay.
nila is na-contribute po sa party natin.
Okay, so thank you so much. It's okay. Villalba? Ikaw na, Villalba? Yes. Medyo, medyo mahina lang. Nawawala-wala ka, Villalba.
Yung entrepreneurship ko ay mahalaga po sa economy. Makakapagbigay din po ito ng tulong po sa ating mga komunidad sa pamamagitan po ng issue at pagpunta po sa mga lokal po na
Okay. Aldefonso, go ahead. Kumakaway ka kanina, no? Kaya tinawag kita, Aldefonso. Go ahead.
Mahalaga po yung entrepreneurship sa isang country kasi po para po mabawasan yung pagkadepende ng isang country sa mga foreign goods or services po.
Alright, so thank you so much. Wow.
Rinig po ako.
Yes po.
Mahalaga po yung entrepreneurship, especially sa mga gusto pong mag-change. Opportunity po kasi siya para ma-change yung social status ng nagsisimula pa lang po sa larangan ng business. Also, ayun po, for job creation po siya and nakakatulong po siya sa community since if ever pong mag-boom yung business na yun, hindi lang po yung may-ari ng business yung makikilala, kundi yung community po kung saan po tinayo yung business.
Okay, so thank you so much. So sino-sino ulit raise ng hand. So si Aldefonso, si Oam, who else? Sino pa po? Tori Campos, stop raising your hand. Sino pa yun? Okay, Oam, Aldefonso, Aquino, and Villalba. Okay. Sorry. Aquino and Villalba. Okay. Next. Okay. So sabi nga, tanong ko nga, diba, why entrepreneurship is important in economy because entrepreneurship develop and also create a job, okay, and it can also involve the high risk ventures such as introducing new products and services, gutom na talaga ako, or using innovative strategies to sell existing ones. And entrepreneurship can also occur within or established within companies such as when a company creates new products or services. Yan. Diba, para sa social media, diba, ang gamit na nga rin ngayon kapag nagsisell ka at nag-encourage ka ng mga consumers and customers, gamit na yung social media. Diba? They use TikTok, they use, for example, Facebook to encourage, okay, yung mga consumers to buy that particular product. So, kailangan lang talaga nitong mga entrepreneurs na to, meron silang ethically standards regarding dun sa product. Okay, para naman kahit paano bumabalik. Kumbaga, maganda yung quality na binibigay mo, so marami kang may encourage. Pero pag yung product mo Okay, at hindi ganun kaganda at the same time nanloko ka pa, so walang babalik sa'yo. Okay, so yun mahalaga din. So nagbibigay din syempre ito ng sabi ko nga yung mga trabaho sa mga sabi natin walang particular na trabaho kasi nga lack of education sila, yung mga out of school youth, ganun. Okay? Tingnan ko nga kung may umalis na, meron na. Kasi 34 kanina, 32 na lang ngayon. Okay? So hantay-hantay lang po yung mga yung mga hindi pa nakakasagot. Meron pa mga questions later. Okay, so another types of what we call the economic system is the infrastructure. So the term infrastructure comes from the French words infra, which means below, and structure, which means building. So it first appeared in the late 1880s. And infrastructure is the physical, social, and economic system that supports a country's economy and society, and includes facilities, equipment, and networks that enable business activity. And this is also and also provides citizens with necessities like food and also water. So we have two kinds of what we call infrastructure. So we have the hard infrastructure and we have the soft infrastructure. So what is the difference between the two? So when we say hard infrastructure, this is the physical components that support our daily life, such as roads, the bridges, electronic grids, and also water distribution networks. So when we say soft infrastructure, this is the social and economic components such as the healthcare facilities, telecommunications, and also financial institutions. Okay, so that is infrastructure. So another types of economic system is scarcity. So when we say scarcity, this is refers to limitations, limited goods and services, maybe limited of time or limited abilities to achieve the desired ends. Okay, and sabi nga natin, life would be so much easier if everything were free. Wala naman ang free sa mundo, 'di ba? Free 'yun magmahal. Free na pumili. Okay? Pero lahat na may bayad. And it is also refers to the idea that resources are limited and also that people must make choices about how to allocate them. So what are those examples of scarcity? So meron tayong tinatawag na labor shortages. Yung halimbawa kulang tayo ng doctors, ng nurses, ng ng teachers, ng pilots, engineers, etc. So on and so forth. Okay? And then we have also undereducated populations. And then yung labor strikes na sinasabi. So that is the examples of what we call scarcity. Okay? So nabanggit ko kanina yung choices. So what do you mean by choices? So it is refers the ability, okay, to the ability of consumer or producer to decide which goods and service or resource to purchase or provide from a range of possible options. So here is my question. Why choices? Why do you think is choices important? Why do you think choices is important? O, taas na ng kamay, yung hindi pa nakasagot. Para ipapasok ko na. Okay, Galarpe, sino pa? Raise your hand. Sige po. Ang hirap na magtawag ng, alam mo yun. Sino pa ba? Si Galarpe lang? Sige, magtatawag ako. Hanapin ko dito yung hindi pa. Okay, Obilio Hani, Palermo, okay, Galarpe, Obilio, Palermo, okay, another one. Okay, hanap pa tayo. Sino pa? Raise your hand, please. Para makita ko. Wait lang. Si Pagunsa, nandito ba? Wala. Ang hirap talaga. Wala rin si Binyan. Yung mga usually hindi natatawag yan, si Fiangco. Okay, Fiangco? Okay? Go ahead. Galarpe, you can proceed na. Sige po. Galarpe. Raise ka ng hindi ka naman nagsasalita.
Ma'am, sorry po. Ito po.
Our choices po kasi allows us to express who we are. They reflect our values, beliefs, and aspirations din po. This makes us unique and allows us to live a life that is authentically ours.
Okay. Obilio,
Ay, Pablo.
go ahead.
Si ano yun? 18. Nasa lubong natin sa tulong bayan. Hindi masiling.
Obilio, honey.
Nakapuna sa makina.
Obilio. Okay, Palermo?
Rinig po ako.
Yes.
Choices are important because they empower individuals to shape their own destinies.
Alright. How about you, Palermo? Thank you, honey. Palermo?
Rinig po ako.
Yes.
Yung choices po is important to us because it's our it's our rights po to choose what we think right and wrong po.
Okay. How about you, Fianco?
Sa akin, rinig po.
Yes po.
Sa akin, yes, choices makes us the difference of right and wrong. Like, sabi ko ni Palermo, it makes us make our plan sa tamang
Okay, at saka yung choices natin, dapat ito ba ay needs or wants lang? Kasi yung needs, ibig sabihin mga kailangan natin yun. Like for example, the food, the water, okay, energy, etc. But when we say wants, gusto mo lang siya. So saan ba tayo doon? The needs or the wants? Okay? So thank you. Pakitaas ng kamay. Okay. So, sino pa yung gusto mag-share? Gusto pang sumagot? Yung mga... Okay, bagitan. Sino pa? Taas kamay. Okay. Sino pa po? Ocampo. Okay. Sino pa? Okay. Ocampo. Okay, bagitan. Sino pa? Domingo, sino pa? Sino pa po? Wala na? O, sige, proceed. Ocampo. Kakasagot mo lang, Obilio, di ba? Ano ba yun? Ocampo, proceed.
Choices are super important po kasi sila yung nagbibigay sa atin ng control sa life natin po. Tsaka parang it let us decide kung ano talaga yung best para sa sarili natin and kung ano yung mga bagay na importante sa atin. And also, it's also how we show kung sino tayo. Like our value. Plus,
Okay, sige. Okay, Domingo, proceed.
do you hear me, ma'am? Choices are very important just for our personal growth and it helps us enhance our decision-making skills in life. And it also contributes on how we can encourage our well-being in this society.
Okay. Sino pa? Wala na? So, thank you for the three of you for giving your insight. Pakitaas, bagitan. Okay, I will proceed na. Okay. So why choices is important because in economy because resources are limited and people must make decisions about which sabi ko nga needs to prioritize. 'Yon ang importante. So mahalaga yung choices talaga kasi malaya naman tayong pumili, di ba? Kailangan lang piliin natin kung ano yung mas nakakabuti at mas kailangan. Okay? Okay, so these choices has fall into three basic questions. What are those questions? So first is what goods and services should be produced? Okay. Second, how should the goods and services be produced? And third is who receives and consumes these goods and services. Okay? So later po sasagutin natin yan, yung tatlong tanong na yan. Okay? So, let's proceed to the four types naman po of economic system. Okay, so we have first the pure market economy. Okay, so what do you mean by pure market economy? So this is an economic system where the government has minimal to no involvement in private companies and involves a predetermined involves us three to determine the production, the pricing, and also distribution of goods and also services. So what are those countries under pure market economy? So we have the Singapore, the Switzerland, the Taiwan, and also Ireland. These countries regularly rank among the countries with the highest scores for economic freedom. Okay? So ano ba particular nagiging problem ng pure economic ng pure market economic so yung particular problem nila is difficulty enforcing property rights or what we call no laws, and also some people have few resources to sell no minimum income, and some firms try to monopolize markets, conspiring and price fixing, and no public goods or national defense. Okay, and then we have what we call the pure command economy. Okay, so this is the second type. So this is an economic system also where the government has complete control over the economy and including the production and distribution of goods and services. Okay, so government control. Ito rin yung tinatawag natin no private sector, and also has a limited property rights. Okay, and black markets. So yun yung mga tinatawag natin pure market economy. So 33. Okay, so what are those problems? Kalimitan, ano ba yung nagiging problema na to? So consumers get low priority, little freedom for choice or few products, and also resources owned by the state are often wasted and individuals don't care if don't own it. So yan yung particular na problem nila. Okay, so the third types of economic system is the traditional economy. So what do you mean by this? This is an also economic system where customs and traditions are more important than money, and where the development and distribution of goods and services are determined by those traditions. And these traditional economies are often found in the rural areas of the developing countries and also characterized by bartering. So what do you mean by bartering? This is used to exchange for needed goods and also services, and people provide themselves with sustenance through customary means such as the hunting, the fishing, the gathering or slash burn agriculture, or what we call kainin. Okay, and meron din tayong tinatawag na under pa rin ng traditional economy is the family or tribe-centered. So it means that the traditional economies are centered around the family or tribe. And then we have also the little waste, that the traditional economies produce little waste. And we have also the susceptible to weather changes. So the traditional economies are susceptible to weather changes and also availability of food animals. So what are those examples of what we call traditional economies? So yung mga products ng mga indigenous people, like for example the baskets, the blankets, yung mga wini-weave nila. Okay, so that is the example of what we call traditional economy. Okay, and then next, the last type of economic system is the mixed economy. So again, military welfare and also education. So this is also promotes some form of regulation to protect the public, the environment, or interests of the states. So ano ba yung mga bansa na include yung economies or has a mixed economy? So we have the China, the Norway, Singapore, and also Vietnam. Okay, all of which features large state-owned enterprise sectors and also operating alongside large private sectors. Do you think that the Philippines is a mixed economy? So yes, system that includes a variety of private freedom, and it is also combined with the centralized economic planning and government regulation. So the Philippines is a member of APEC and also ASEAN. So what do you mean by APEC? APEC is an Asian Pacific Economic Cooperation and also the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, that is ASEAN. Kaya po tayo ay under rin or mixed economy rin yung bansa natin. Okay? So kailangan din natin yung investment, yung mga tinatawag nating mga nagpo-provide sa atin ng work, investors. Yan. Okay, next we proceed to the political philosophies. So it is generally believed today that democracy is for the government of the people, by the people, and also for the people. This is the best and only fully justiciable political system. So refer to the underlying principles and ideas, okay, so that inform the way a society is governed with a focus on ethical standards and also avoidance of corruption and abuse of power. Kapag may mga corruption pa rin sa bansa natin at nag-a-abuse pa rin ang kapangyarihan nila, automatic yan. Okay, hindi talaga uunlad ang bansa natin. Hindi talaga tayo uusad. Okay, so what are those three political philosophies? First, we have the capitalism. So, capitalism, what do you mean by capitalism? This is a system, economic system, where the private individuals and businesses own the means of production and operate them to generate the profit. So, ano-ano ba yung under ng tinatawag nating capitalism? So, we have the private ownership. Diba? So individuals, of course, businesses own property, including the land, the houses, the stocks, and also the bonds. Another one is free market. Okay, so includes supply and demand. Set prices in markets, and also production is based on the market forces. Then we have also the profit motive. So this includes people are motivated by the idea of personal profits and also success. And kasama na rin dito yung competition, di ba? So competition in terms of prices, production, and also distribution of goods are determined by the competition in a free market. And capitalism is the opposite of communism, because where the government owns and controls the means of production. Okay, so that is capitalism. Next is another political policies is socialism. Okay, so what do you mean by socialism? So socialism is an economic system in which major industries are owned by workers rather than by private businesses. It is different from capitalism, okay, where private actors or inventors like business owners and also shareholders can own the means of production. Okay, so what is the main goal of socialism? So of course, to create a society in which everyone has an equal share of resources and also wealth. And according to socialist economy, this is based on the principle of collective ownership. And this means that resources of society such as land, factories, and businesses are owned by the community and not by private individuals. Okay, so that is the goal of what we call socialism. Next, we have the communism. Okay, so communism is based on the goal of eliminating socio-economic class, okay, struggles by creating classless society in which everyone shares the benefits of labor and the state controls all property and also wealth. So when we say communism, this is a political, economic, and also social ideology that aims to create a classless society where the means of production are owned by the public. And also, according to communist society, the state owns major resources such as property, education, agriculture, and transportation. And communism also include wealth. So wealth should be divided equally based on the need, and there is no private property, currency, or what we call government. Okay, so that is communism. So that is the three political policies. So we have the capitalism, Okay, the socialism and then communism. So what do you mean naman the economy in transition? Okay, so this is a country that is undergoing economic reforms to change how its economy is managed. And these reforms typically involve a transition from a state-run economy to a more market-led system. So what are those, or what are the some aspects of transition of the process or transition process? What are those? So we have the liberalization. So when we say liberalization, this is liberalizing consumer prices and also imports. Then the second is privatization. This is transferring ownership that claims to private hands. And we have also micro-stabilization, meaning stabilizing the economy. And also the legal and institutional reforms, that reforming legal and institutional systems. So that is what we call the aspect of the what we call transition process. Okay? Next, sagutin na natin yung 3 basic questions. Diba? So, ano yung first question natin? So, what should be produced? So, in this question, so it involves determining the types and also the qualities of goods and services to meet consumer needs and wants. So the decision is based on consumer demand. So what do you mean by consumer demand? In market economy, so businesses produce goods and services that consumers buy the most, and as consumer are willing to pay the highest price to those items. Okay, and bukod dun sa consumer demand, meron din tayo available resources. This is an economic system must allocate scarce resource like land, the labor, and also the capital to satisfy consumers' needs while also considering sustainability and future resource conservation. Then we have also comparative advantage. So a nation can gain comparative advantage by specializing in the production of a certain commodities. And sabi ko nga kanina, yung tinatawag nating ethical and environmental standards. So all the companies should have this one and considered, or the company should consider ethical and environmental standards when producing goods and services. Para naman kahit paano, alam niyo yun, maganda yung kakalabasan ng product. Even though mahal, but then quality naman. Okay, another question is how should goods and service be produced? So to answer this question, it depends on the economic system a country uses. So we have the 3 basic decisions every economy must make. What are those? Ano yung tanong na yon? So again, so what to produce, how to produce it, and who will receive it. And the economic system of a country chooses the term means to answer these questions. Okay, so we have actually under this question has 3 types of economic system. We have the market economy, we have the command economy, and the planned economy. So when we say market economy, this includes the those items to make a profit. Okay? And the common economy naman po is a central planner that such as the government decides what produced and how much is made and who produces it. And economy. So this is the meat